I'm Hamad Al Mutawa, and I've just completed the Clipper 25-26 race on leg one on Team Warrant. Yeah, I mean, I suppose that the obvious initial challenge was very quickly off the starting blocks, where we went into the sort of 3 low pressure systems in the Bay of Biscay, the leg of the race, which was actually dubbed the Battle of Biscay, rather poorly named with hindsight. Yeah, the fleet was battered by 55 knot winds, gusts of almost 70. We had ELO evacs on certain members of the fleet. We ourselves had 3 crew members down that required hospitalization later. The other half of our crew was seasick. So you're very short-handed, and you're going into heavy seas of 12 plus meters.
Yeah.
And nothing can really prepare you for that until you're facing it. You can do all the training, you can do all the theory and the practical training, and until you're there, you realize that you have to sort of dig deep in yourself. You look around each of you, and we sort of operated almost like a buddy system, where especially at the helm, where you're driving the boat, we went in pairs. So not only just as a physical check helm to take over in case someone falls or hurts themselves, but just mentally to stay with each other. So after 39 days at sea, covering over 7,500 nautical miles, the relativity of your finishing distance is actually very close. And it's quite ironic, because you might not see anyone for 28 of those 29 or 38 out of those 39 days. And then you can match race right at the finish line, where you've come from wildly different routes. And it did actually happen with 2 of the boats that were fighting on the finish line. So for me personally, though, it was always about the blue water passage. One long journey, get under the belt, under race conditions, where you're operating on watch systems, you're operating with minimal sleep, and you're going non-stop. And doing that, achieving that, and making it to land, of course, that was the result for me. It was a privilege to carry the flag everywhere we go, and carrying the UAE flag first into Cadiz and then into Del Este in Uruguay was very special. The UAE nowadays is extremely well known and extremely famous. So people spot our flag, and immediately you have people coming up to you saying how they visited, how they've been to Abu Dhabi, how they've been to Dubai, and the rest of the Emirates. And so there was it was pretty magical. What does it really mean for me in the long term, outside of dockside joy for 5 minutes, is hoping that others take on what I was doing and take it a lot further.